YouTube, fuck going on YouTube? It's me back on motherfucking video, back on motherfucking reaction, man. Hey, listen, I did take 2 days off. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, but it's okay because life happens, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm still being consistent. I'm still here every day. You know, I just, there's a lot going on this past weekend, and yeah, you feel me. But I'm still grinding. I'm still doing this shit. This is still, yeah, it's still my main focus right now. With that being said, I'm still on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you just sub up, like the video, you know what I'm saying? And fuck with the kid, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young nigga from the hood. I'm trying to make it out. You feel me? That's all it is to it. That being said, we got Est Gee's Deadliest War in Kentucky. Now, I ain't watched the video yet. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we're gonna get straight into it. This is a raw reaction, raw uncut reaction, man. At that, you know what I'm saying? So everything, nothing's getting cut. I don't do no stop, pause, do all that. I don't do all that. No, this shit is raw and uncut. I'm just gonna upload it how it is. You feel me? With that being said, let's get straight into the motherfucking video, man.
Biggest rapper from Louisville,
Here we
Kentucky
go.
behind Jack Harlow.
Oh,
But a lot of people don't know about the crazy war going on in the streets that got 2 of his homies killed back to back in 2024. And today we're breaking the whole situation down. In July 2024, Est Gee had a huge concert at the KFC Yum Center in his hometown of Louisville. The police knew there might be some issues with the show because Est Gee is so close to the streets, so they brought in a ton of cops to keep everything under control. The police brought in a special team, SWAT, and an air unit just to handle the concert. But that still didn't stop Est Gee's manager, Est Beach, from getting killed later that night. The show went off without any problems, and it seemed like everything was good. But a few hours later, Est Beach was found shot to death in his whip, just a few blocks away from the KFC Yum Center. Some people claim that Est Beach didn't have any beef in the city, and he just got caught up in Est Gee.
see, I don't know nothing about Est Gee. I ain't know he was even like that, to be real with you, but hey, apparently this nigga like that. I only listen to bro music. I've only know about bro because he was featured in some songs, but I don't listen to bro at all. I can't lie to y'all.
Drama. But other sources say that Est Beach had drama in the streets too, and the ops caught him because Est Beach got his money up and wasn't moving smart. It's not clear exactly how it went down or who pulled the trigger on Est Beach, but he wasn't the only loss that Est took in 2024.
Yeah.
A month later, Est Lil Mike was on the 900 block of Baxter Avenue in the Highlands neighborhood of Louisville when the ops pulled up and started shooting. Lil Mike was pronounced dead at the scene, and his homie was rushed to the hospital, but the doctors couldn't save him, and he died later that night. Another dude got hit during the shooting, but someone drove him to the hospital, and he made it out of the situation alive.
See, I say this all the time, bro. I say this all the fucking time. Get out of the streets. This shit, like, it ain't no cause for it no more, bro. This shit is not the same, nigga. Like, motherfuckers do not care. They is coming to get you gone. They don't care who you with, where you at, none of that. If they can't get you, they want your foes. Y'all ain't doing them but putting y'all peoples in danger, bro. Get up out the streets, bro. And if you're gonna be in the streets, no one come with it, bro. Be on point. Have your guard up. You feel me? Don't go for no stupid shit. Stay away from these females because they gonna set you up. Like, y'all just so retarded. Y'all think y'all just so untouchable, bro.
Est Lil Mike was a huge loss for the crew. He wasn't buzzing in the rap game like Est Gee, but Lil Mike had been rapping for a few years and took shots at the ops like on the track Beat the Street when he rapped. They hate me because they cannot fuck with me on their worst day. Pull on side his whip, he gonna take shots like it's his birthday. And I hurt. It's only one way to deal with the pain. Go and put something down. And on the track Fill the Void, Lil Mike raps, you know your ass ran when he got slumps. No way you making songs. If I blow this pipe, then best believe bro and them gonna sing along. He only a gangster on IG. Shit, we gonna raise his tone. Or it might be bullshit. I don't know. I'm still gonna send him home. Before I started rap, I've been a threat. And I'm gonna get active everywhere else but the internet. It's not clear exactly what happened with
That nigga said, before I started rapping, I've been a threat. I'm gonna get active anywhere but the internet. That's a hard ass bar right there. I cannot lie.
Lil Mike, but Est Gee made it sound like Lil Mike got the drop on his ops and accidentally shot himself somehow. On the track RP Lil Mike, Est Gee raps, RP Lil Mike took his own life, drawing down on his opponent. Their eyes was closed. They wouldn't know. They just heard the faux Nick throwing. Even after he fell from shooting himself, you scared to walk down on him. He was like 14 sliding with Lil Green, putting bread on your big homie.
Navant is a
He was
business
14
travel
sliding with
booking
the green,
platform
bro.
that
What is a
smashes your
14-year-old
travel
nigga doing in the
plans.
streets,
With
bruh?
Navant, employees
See what I'm talking about,
Losing
bro. Then
EST
y'all,
Beach and
and
Lil
see, the OGs are probably random, like agging it on, like that's cool. That's not cool, bro. Why is y'all 14 in the streets?
back to back was tough,
That's
and
not
some sources
cool.
claim that EST lost 2 more members in 2024. Rap fans and even people in Louisville were shocked to what was going down, because most of them have no idea about the crazy history of EST's beef in the city. EST is based in Newburgh, which is in the southeastern part of Louisville. Back in the day, Est Gee and some other dudes had ties to some guys on the west side who rep the Victory Park Crips. A lot of people think that Louisville only has a few gangs, but there's smaller sets all over the city, and even the cops know that there's over 30 different crews in Louisville. A dude from the west
It's like
end who
that
reps
everywhere.
H Block named H Block Duke got some clout when he started dissing EST. But H Block isn't the only set that EST has issues with. According to some sources in the city, EST's drama with the 9 is way deeper and goes back a long time. But before we break down the beef, we gotta go back to when the ops almost killed Est Gee. Est Gee came up playing football and was a star linebacker for his school. He said that everyone growing up played sports because it was the only thing to do in his neighborhood except be in the streets. But G was actually good and went to an all-Catholic high school called St. Xavier, where he was a first-team all-star player. While he was still in high school, he was ranked the top linebacker in Kentucky with 98 solo tackles and 5 forced fumbles. He
So
was
why
good
did
that
you get in the
Est
streets? You was
Gee
hard.
ended up getting a scholarship to play for Indiana State University, which made him the first person in the family to make it into college. Est Gee's family was caught up in the streets, and by the time his dad was 11 years old, he had a gold tooth, a tattoo, and had already been shot. It looked like Est Gee was going to break out of the trenches and might even make it to the NFL.
Bruh, if you got all that right there going for you, matter of fact, I'm gonna play the video real quick. Cause if it say some bullshit, like his homeboy died and he got in the streets, or his pops or something like that, if it ain't got nothing to do with him getting hurt, I'm not hearing it.
He played a couple of seasons at Indiana State University, then he transferred to another school, and that's when the situation went left. Est Gee wasn't just putting in work on the field. Everyone thought he was focusing on football, but on the side, he was moving weight, and the feds caught him in 2016 with 12.
Bruh, you got the world, and you wanna go risk it all. You threw all of it away. Man, bruh. I don't understand it, bro. I never understand why a motherfucker would just throw it all away. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand bills, I understand you got shit to do, I understand you gotta make money, bro. And back then you couldn't work a job, bro. You really couldn't because of NIL. Like, nigga, you weren't supposed to earn money as a college athlete. But it's on some shit like, bro, whenever you good at something, bro, they make sure that you an athlete. They make sure they take care of you, don't they? Or am I tripping? Come on now, bro. You could have made some money, bro. You ain't had to do it like that, bro. You just threw all that shit away for what?
Pounds of
I
weed.
mean, you made you made nothing into nothing.
Est Gee lost his scholarship when he caught the drug trafficking charge, and he was also facing a 10-year prison sentence. Luckily, Est Gee's lawyer kept him out of prison, but his plan of going pro with football was gone overnight after he lost his scholarship. So Est Gee went back to Louisville and started trapping full time. He said, anything that a nigga feel like a street nigga's supposed to do, I done did it. But he was on house arrest for the drug trafficking case, and that's when Est Gee decided to start rapping. He was watching Lil Baby perform on TV, and after that, Est Gee set up his own studio in his crib and started dropping music. Louisville has a big rap scene, and one of the dudes who pushed Est Gee to keep it going was his homie YG Peso. Est Gee and YG Peso played football together in high school and had been tight for years. And in 2018, they linked
Never
up in
heard
the
of this
studio
nigga.
for the track The Come Up. YG Peso is from the west side and allegedly reps the Victory Park Crips, and it didn't stop him from being cool with Est Gee. But that all changed when a dude named Big O was shot and killed. Big O was a football coach who had a lot of love in the city, and he also started a studio and business called Quality Over Quantity Media. But in July 2019, the cops responded to a shooting outside of the studio around 6:30 p.m. and found Big O laying in the parking lot with bullet holes in him. They rushed him to the hospital, but Big O tragically didn't make it out alive. Big O's death had a big impact on the city. He coached a youth football team and was known all over the community, and that's what made the murder so shocking. There's a lot of different rumors about what went down, but some people think that EST dudes got into it with some guys from the West End, and the situation went
See, whenever it comes to these football coaches, bro, when it comes to these football coaches and shit like that, bro, them right there be the niggas in the streets for it. They really is trying to get up out of there, you feel me? But it's like they got street nigga ways, so whenever you got street nigga ways, whenever you so tied into this shit, it's like it ain't no getting out. It's like your mindset can't be changed. Cause like once you get in, bro, you develop that mindset of, yeah, you feed me. And so if you know, you know, bro, like I just be
Left.
around it.
Somebody started shooting, and Big O got hit, but the cops don't think he was a target. After that, ESTG had a falling out with YG Peso, and that's when the violence really started to pop off. ESTG was blowing up in the rap game at the same time, but a few months later, the ops slid on him after he shot a music video and almost took him out. ESTG had linked up with a rapper from Detroit named Sada Baby, and Sada Baby came to Louisville so they could shoot a music video. Everything was cool while they were shooting the video, but right after Sada Baby left in his whip, the ops pulled up on ESTG and aired out his whip. ESTG got hit 4 times in the stomach, and another bullet bounced off the whip and hit his eye too. ESTG's brother was in the whip with him and caught a bullet in the leg, but ESTG's brother kept ESTG awake until they could get to the hospital. At first it looked like ESTG might not make it out, but luckily the doctors were able to patch him up, and he spent a couple weeks in the hospital. He came home fast, but ESTG had to spend a few months recovering and got surgery on his eye so he wouldn't lose his vision. After the shooting, ESTG had a falling out with Sada Baby, and there were rumors that he might have been involved somehow. Once he started blowing up in the industry, G got cool with 42 Doug after they signed to Yo Gotti's label CMG, and they even dropped a collab album together in 2022. 42 Doug is also from Detroit and has beef with Sada Baby, so some people thought Sada Baby might have somehow been connected to G getting shot. But according to Sada Baby, he had nothing to do with the shooting, and he fell out with
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga didn't have nothing to do with the shooting, bro. Them niggas started arguing after that, and I bet you anything they started arguing because bro thought he got set up because right after he left, he got shot.
ESTG for a completely different reason. Sada Baby said he was ranting on social media about XXL magazine because he was mad his music wasn't getting more coverage. Sada Baby didn't name anyone directly, but said that some of the people on XXL who had their first million-view video was a track that he was featured on. Sada Baby was clearly talking about ESTG since their track together was one of G's first big songs, although Sada claimed he didn't mean it like that. G still took it personally and clapped back by telling Sada Baby he didn't need him to get on. Ever since then, they haven't spoken. But Sada Baby said that he had nothing to do with the shooting in Louisville and that it was related to whatever G had going on in the streets. ESTG didn't let the shooting slow him down though. He had already recorded a bunch of music before the shooting happened, so he was able to keep dropping while he recovered. Then ESTG hopped back in the booth for the track Nathaniel Forrest and rapped, "Blood in my eyes, feel it's my time, Rico speeding trying to drive. Talking loud, looked in my eyes and told me, bitch, you better not die."
Man, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Like that's crazy though, bro. Whenever life really just like kicked your ass, but like you steady working, you steady grind, you steady trying to make it out, bro. That's a different type of ambition. That's a different type of hustle. That's a different type of drive. Like you know, like nigga, I gotta make it out with this shit, and if I don't, I'm fucked up forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that a lot of people don't know how to face for real. You know what I'm saying? If a lot of people face that shit, you know what I'm saying?
4 on my side, 1 in my eye, karma gonna come back around. Out the car rear, walk him down, feds investigating us now. EST allegedly clapped back after ESTG got hit up, and in 2020, ESTG's homie Lil Kata shot and killed a dude named The Real Lil B at his crib. Unfortunately, The Real Lil B wasn't the only one who got hit though, and Lil Kata also killed The Real Lil B's 3-year-old daughter Trinity. And in the same year, EST's ops allegedly clapped back and killed ESTG's homie Austin Floyd, aka Lil Red. Lil Red was one of ESTG's closest friends, and his death was a major loss for the crew.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Whoever EST's ops is, bro, they really be dropping shit like flies, apparently. And these niggas like be torturing shit.
2022, ESTG linked up with 42 Doug for a collab project. And on the track, Everybody Shooters 2, ESTG raps, "You found out you can hustle, you a killer all of summer. Sometimes I wish I could have left with red, God made me suffer, but pressure made me tougher."
Let me show you why I stopped paying for all my other sample libraries. This is Arcade by Output. This thing has sound, samples.
When it's smoke, I don't be ducking. You see me out in public with it out, I never tuck it. EST and their ops had already been going back and forth and leaving bodies on both sides, but the hit on The Real Lil B is when the cops really started paying attention. The cops were already working on the case, but there was more violence in the streets before they did anything about it. A few weeks after Lil Red got killed, a dude from the west side of the city named Reginald Johnson was shot and killed. A dude from Newburgh was booked for pulling the trigger on Reginald Johnson, but later the whole case got thrown out. Lil Kata ended up getting booked for killing the real Lil B and his daughter, but at the same time, ESTG was getting even bigger in the rap game. In 2021, he signed a huge deal with Yo Gotti and the CMG record label, and ESTG kept taking shots at his ops in Louisville on tracks like Lick Back when he rapped, "I talk so much shit, I need a tic tac. I got 5,000 for you. Help me set this wolf trap. Started a new strain, smoking your man. This here a wolf pack. Up on the score, but we still active like we on get back. Only thing gonna take that pain away is if you get racks. Forever get my lick back." ESTG's ops were taking shots at him too though. H-Block Duke made a lot of noise when he dissed the EST crew, but before he hopped in the booth and dissed them, EST's other ops from the 9 had already been taking shots at them in the studio. While Lil Kata was fighting the case for killing the real Lil B and his daughter, the judge set his bond at $1 million. And on the track Sky Dweller, ESTG rapped,
Hey, Chad, why motherfuckers gotta have all that shit around their face though whenever they up in there though? Like, why motherfuckers gotta have that shit on their face?
got pending cases and one bond that still need paying. They want $1 million for Lil Kata. Know I'm coming to get you, baby. Know my heart might get me killed, but it got me here. So risk, I'm taking. The judge ended up dropping the bond for Lil Kata down to $300K. So ESTG, his manager Eric Mosley, and an executive from Atlanta Records paid the bond and helped Lil Kata get out. The freedom didn't last though, because in 2022, Lil Kata was convicted of killing the real Lil B and his daughter Trinity, and the judge sentenced him to life in prison. Lil Kata getting hit with a life sentence was tough, but the cops weren't finished with the crew yet. In 2021, they indicted 10 alleged EST affiliates, including ESTG's manager, Eric Mosley. The feds raided Eric Mosley's hotel room and found a kilo of cocaine, a couple of guns, and a 100K.
I remember hearing
cash.
about that.
And they claim that the EST crew were running drugs all over the place. ESTG's crew was taking some big hits, but what a lot of people didn't know was how much ESTG had already been through. In 2019, he lost his mom to cancer, and then ESTG lost Lil Red less than a year later. Some sources claim that Austin, aka Lil Red, was ESTG's blood brother, and on the track Lamborghini G-Ski, he rapped, "Austin passed, I spent the whole next week and a half on market. Whoever out gets slaughtered, it been getting hard with our target. A link up with the bosses, I've been slimy since I started. Knew he wanted his nose wiped cause he kept coughing. I get money and throw crosses. Am I sacrilegious? Can't call yourself one of my little brothers, you ain't whacked a nigga." Losing his mom was also a major loss for G. She always wanted to see him make it as an athlete, and he felt like he let her down when he lost his scholarship. But she passed away before he really blew up as a rapper. He even raps about it on the outro to his new album, where he rapped, "My mama died before I got famous. Ain't seen me get big. I ain't get to thank her. Putting me on game about how these bitches is." By 2021,
bro, like that's also like a different type of feeling, bro. If you lose your moms and it's like, damn, like nigga, I made it, but like for what? Like I was originally trying to do this to get my family. I mean, I can still do that, but like I was trying to make my mama happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I know she happy up to looking down on me, but like I can't see her. I can't see her. She happy. That's a different type of hurt right there, bro. For real.
a lot of bodies had already dropped on both sides, and then H-Block Duke hopped into the situation. He dropped the track EST, Everybody Shot Together, and rapped, "We get on EST for free. Ask G about the freeway. We the reason for his bad eye and a zipper on his stomach and a couple of his dead homies." H-Block Duke took the disrespect up a level when he used the footage from ESTG's shooting and recovery in the music video for Everybody Shot Together. H-Block Duke claimed that ESTG was taking shots at him first, and that's why he dissed him. But some people think H-Block Duke was trying to get some buzz on his name by dissing ESTG. Sources say that EST's beef with other crews from the west of Louisville is way more serious, and ESTG took more shots at them at the end of 2021 when he dropped the track Bloody Man and rapped, "Everybody in the city trying to go against me. I stood my ground. Get him now, shoot back out of town, trying to make my brother proud. By putting another sucker down, what's up now? Niggas woofing, but they don't make no sound. They know we hunting hounds." 2021 was a wild year for ESTG and the rest of the crew. They got hit with a Fed case, they were still beefing with their ops in Louisville, and the whole time, ESTG was making huge—
Hey, though, have these niggas put anybody down, though? Like y'all just getting slid on. Y'all put anybody— is y'all sliding back? Because I ain't hearing them about y'all sliding back.
Linking up with Yo Gotti and the CMG label was a big win for ESTG. But after Young Dolph got killed and people started connecting Yo Gotti to the hit, rumors started flying that ESTG wanted off with the label and wasn't rocking with Yo Gotti anymore. People thought that ESTG was a big fan of Young Dolph. Dolph getting killed shook up the whole rap game, and a lot of people immediately thought Yo Gotti was involved with the situation.
He was.
Yo Gotti and Young Dolph have been beefing for years, and street rumors say that Gotti's brother, Big Jug, is the one who put a bag on Dolph's head. Eventually, the cops tracked down the dudes who pulled the trigger on Dolph, and one of them admitted that Big Jug is the one who paid for it. After all the new info started coming out, people were spreading rumors that Est Gee was done with Yo Gotti and CMG. The story was all over social media, and eventually, Est Gee had to hop on IG to clear everything up. He told everyone to stop making videos about him and Yo Gotti and said that he loves Gotti and wasn't leaving CMG. And in January 2025, Est Gee dropped his album I Ain't Feeling You, and CMG was still listed as his label. But while Est Gee was keeping it pushing in the rap game, his homies in Louisville were still caught up in some major drama, and it doesn't look like it's gonna slow down anytime soon. The war has been going on for years already, and 2024 is one of the most active years in the city. Est Gee has lost a lot of people, but he's still taking crazy shots at the ops on tracks like RIP Lil Mike when he raps, different when you leave the spot without a thought of getting back. Two energies don't match. You want a name, he want a stat. Then another one, and another one, and another one after that. It's new niggas that think how since they in it, the score supposed to reset. So fuck keeping score. It's gonna be wars till it's just us left. Learn as a little boy. Applying force is what gets you respect. Hopefully Est Gee just focuses on the rap game and gets more of his homies out of the trenches. But right now it seems like EST is still gonna keep
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He a hood nigga, bro. He gonna continue staying in the hood. He gonna continue doing what he do. But I just hope that eventually he can find a way to make it up out of there, bro. And I hope eventually that, like, everybody just stays safe in the end, bro. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, though, it's your boy Emery. It's been another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you fuck with me, fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Be calm, man.